me why kids go to sleep hungry. We got a right to eat no matter what country. Pourquoi la famine était los enfants, ça n'a pas de sens, c'est monde c'est de nourriture.
为何还会有人饥饿？这世界本不该有饥寒交迫。
Porque el dolor y el conflicto es absurdo que no avancemos.
А как же катаклизм? Традиция нам бедой. Ненависть нам тоже приносит он порой.
ليه igual السما وجودنا إننا نتحدى بقالنا سنين. Porque do campo ao prato nosso sistema alimentar não é seguro.
Perché il mondo non può stare in pace, non si può controllare come e quando mangiare.
Every child has a right to food. Raise your voice for a better life and future. For a better life and future.
You can build a better world, turn ideas into action. We can waste less food respected. Choose local, what's in season. Let's move on together, don't leave anyone behind. Come and take my hand, let's walk on into the future. Action, nutrition, the plan is the plan. Man today for a future that's hand in hand, the world's in the know. Hand in hand, it's time to row.
Yeah, come on! That's the way to go!
Wow! That was
Way to
amazing!
go, way to go! So, you think I can learn too?
Do you think Alessandro can learn?
Yeah, give me a piece of
I don't
breakdance. Learn this, right here. Slap! All right, okay. Thank you very much, and this is Junior World Day. A big round of applause for these kids.
Amazing.
So, Junior World Food Day has just started. Monique, what are we about to do now?
So, FAO's music and videos remind us that food and farming are at the heart of our lives. They nourish not just our bodies, but our cultures and our joy. I think we should play the video, yeah?
No, did you realize that today is the 80th?
Yes, we're celebrating 80 years of FAO.
80
years, 8 decades of working with countries around the world to help make sure that every single person has access to good, healthy food.
And even if there's still a lot of work to do, because there's a lot of work to do, today reminds us that something important when we take action, when we do things.
And I just want to say, I know that normally when we're in this room, we're really quiet and we're listening, but today is not that day. Today is about young people and having fun. So do not feel that you have to sit and be quiet. If you want to say that in Italian so everyone understands.
Sì, questa è una giornata speciale.
Hello? Take your seats as quickly as you can, please. We need to start. Okay, please. Please. I need silence. Please, I need silence, my dear. Okay. Are we all seated? Okay. Good morning. Good morning. How are you? For how many is the first time in FAO? How many? Raise your hands. How you do it in the school? How many is the first time here? Okay. Okay, so let's start so that you can move with your day. It's my pleasure to be with you today. My name is Máximo Torero. I am the chief economist of FAO. I'm a very ugly teacher. I have taught most of my life. And when somebody misbehaves, I will ask you a lot of questions only to you. And this is videotaped everywhere in the world, so everybody will know you. So let's be careful. No, sorry. So it's a pleasure to me with you today in this global school assembly. And the reason that we want you today here is because we want you to know a little bit of what we do in this place. As you know, this is a big building. It used to be a ministry of the colonies. And now it's becoming the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations. So if you understand, Ministry of Colonies is very different to what we do here today. Today what we try to do here is try to find ways in which we can assure food security in the world. And food security in the world is crucial because all of you have a right to food. Luckily, when you wake up, you have something to eat, no? When you go to your school, you have something to eat. And when you go to sleep, you have something to eat. And if you go to party late at night, you also have something to eat and to drink. But not everybody has that situation. Not everybody is living in the same conditions, and not everybody has the luck to have parents and father and mother that will give you that. So it's central that we understand that we need to work to help those people and to find ways in which, through our tools, our work, because we have an advantage over everybody else in this world, we can support them so that they can help to give them food, to give them access to food. In some countries of the world, there are kids that have to, in your age, that have to walk 3 hours in the morning to go to school. 3 hours. And I am not joking. 3 hours to go to school and 3 hours back to their houses. That means 6 hours of their day they are walking. Okay? But they do it and they go to school. And they only eat once a day if they have food. And they try to learn at your age. Many girls that go to school at that age, their parents remove them to school because they are afraid that they will become pregnant. At your age. And they don't have the opportunity to learn and to have education. And that means that we need to learn and to be happy of what we are doing. So please, I will really appreciate, there in the back, I'm talking please. You need to understand the reality we are living. This is not a joke. The reality we are living is a tough reality. And you have a super advantage over that tough reality. So what are you laughing about in the back? You, the one with glasses. What is the joke? I'm talking to you. You know who I'm talking. You, the glasses, in the white shirt. You think I'm laughing? I'm talking something very serious. Please. You need to understand the reality in which we are living. This is a tough reality, and we need to help our peers, okay? The world is completely interconnected. It's completely interconnected. What happens in other places will happen to us. So we need to work hard to try to change this. And that's what we're trying to do here at FAO. That's the reason we invite you to come here. We want you to understand that it's important that we work hard to help people. And why? Because you are the ones that will help us. You are the ones that will be able to create this transformation. Because you talk with your parents, you talk with your brothers, And we need that. We need that to change. We need us to take responsibilities of what we are doing. It's very important that we take responsibility and we learn as much as we can to help others. It's super important. You don't believe how important it is. In many of these schools, in these kids are helping to change behavior of parents because their parents don't know how to read and write. And if we teach them how to grow, how to resolve from a pest or a disease, we need people to help them. Because yes, everybody has a cellular phone, maybe. In many countries you don't. But most of the people today, luckily, have access to a phone. But the problem is that they don't need how to read and write. So how they are going to learn, how can they resolve a problem of a pest in their plants or the way they are growing the food if they don't know how to read and write? That's why it's so important your help, because you will be the bridges that will help us to do the transformation. In Italy, you do a lot of agriculture outside of the cities. And many of you, or I don't know, you are very young, but older people, they know that their parents have complexities to understand the real market and what is happening today. Despite Italy is a high-income country, it's a developed country. But even here you can see it, just going 2 hours away from the city. So we need to work together to try to create that change, and that's what we're trying to do with you, and we're trying to help you to understand what is happening here. So while you are in FAO, please take some time to go around and to find out what we are doing. There is a lot of information in the atrium of all the technology we're using and all the work we're trying to do. So it's really important that you understand a little bit and help us in this process. All our information, all what we do is in the website. Everything is in the website. And it will be great if you are able to explore what we're trying to do. There are many initiatives, a lot of evidence that we're bringing. And why I'm saying this? For example, one of the major problems we are facing today in the world is what we call food loss and waste. Losses is what happens until the wholesale market. Waste happens between the retail markets, the shops, the supermarkets, and the consumers. And you are consumers. Now, when we look at waste, most of the waste of food is at the household level. Okay? We are throwing out 30% of the food we produce in the world. 30% of the food. 19% is waste. 19%. And the majority of that 19% of the food is in the houses. And you are the ones that see what your parents do, how they buy food. You are the ones who eat your food. And you can help us to try to minimize that waste. Because in the world, we have 673 million people which are in hunger today. 673 million people. Can you imagine that? And 2.6 billion people don't have access to a Mediterranean diet that you eat here, which is a healthy diet. So please, I really would like that you create a movement and work with us to create that transformation from your household. And to make your partners realize, or your family realize, that we need to be careful on how we use the food. Because if we waste less food, that means that the prices will go down, because there will be more food available in the market. And if the prices are down, the people that have less income can buy more food. Not only that, it means that people can eat better food. Your Mediterranean diet here in Italy and in the Mediterranean countries is what we classify as a healthy diet. And it's super important that we allow more people to have access to a healthy diet. That's why this is so important. So please take your time where you are here. I hope they let you out of this room at some point and you can go around. But explore and look what we are trying to do. Later on, you can come to the new museum of FAO, where we are trying to bring the history and how these things evolve. But everything we are trying to do here is to try to work with all the different generations. Right now in the plenary session, we have very young people, a lot younger than you, also with your generation, but also with the older generation and my old generation. But I will really appreciate that you bring ideas also to us, and you help us today to be critical, to ask questions, to think critically. You will have very technical people presenting to you today, so I will expect that you will hear them, but you also will question them. Because when I teach people of your age, what I like the most is that you are very critical and you go to the fundamentals, to the very basic questions that a person which is in a master's degree or a PhD degree won't ask me. That's what we want from you. And what we want in this World Forum is that we create a movement where you are part of this movement. So thank you so much, and I wish you a great day, and I especially wish you a great visit here in FAO. And please take seriously what I'm saying. Figure out how you can contribute, figure out how you can do a change, and how you do a movement so that we can move forward. Thank you.
Thank you, Massimo. Thank you. Thank you so much to Maximo Torero, the chief economist for the FAO. Everyone feeling good? And they're like, no, not really. If you're feeling good this morning, say, ooh, ooh. Let me check over here. If you're feeling good this morning, say, ew. They're not feeling good over here. What's going on, guys? So we just heard from Massimo. I'm a little bit inspired, of course. We are aware that we are privileged to be here, and so of course we have to make use of that opportunity. I know there are many different schools in the audience, so I'm going to check and see where you all are coming from. Let me see who I'm going to call on. Aha, it's going to be you. Which school are you from? You have to like stand and be like, this is my school. Go ahead. Okay. Do your mics work? I'm not sure. I was actually talking to the young lady with the glasses, but it's good to hear from you too. What school are you coming from? Aristotle? If you're from her school, say yay! They say yay, yay. Let me see right here. Ooh. Ooh, this beautiful young lady in the black. Either one of you. Which school are you coming from? The same one? You didn't say yay. You said yay? Okay, good. Let me check on this side. Or is everyone from Aristotle? Let's see. This young man, white shirt with the glasses. Which school are you coming from? The same school? Is there anyone from another school here? You, where are you from? I am not going to try and pronounce that right now, but great. It's okay. If you're from his school, say yo. They say yo. Are you the only one here?
No, there's 2 more classes.
2 more classes. Where are they?
They're all scattered around this bar.
Okay, scattered people. If you are from his school, say yo. Yeah. It's good to see you all, of course. So, I am actually Dr. Rachel V. Brown. I'm from Jamaica. Have you ever been to Jamaica? Nobody? No one? You guys should go to Jamaica. It's pretty vibey, pretty awesome. No big deal. And of course, we're here for the school assembly today. I'm really looking forward to hearing from you all, of course, learning from you all, and hopefully having a good time. I don't like being bored, so you know what I mean. Which school are you from?
FAO.
Oh, hello, Deputy Director Beth. It's good to see you. She's like a big deal, no big deal, but she's a big deal, literally. So I'm happy to see you. We have amazing guests in the building as well. You're not from a school, are you? Okay, you're just chilling here. It's good to see you. Let me see, are there any other schools in here? The guy with the white hoodie, which school are you from? Again? Aristotle, raise your hand if you're from Aristotle. Oh my goodness. Raise your hand if you're not from Aristotle. Okay, in the back with the burgundy skirt, burgundy shirt, which school are you from? From Sweden. Are you all from Sweden? Okay, if you're from Sweden, say woo! Oh, that was a quiet. I see. It's just 2 of you. Oh, wow, 3. Amazing. Raise your hands if you are from Rome. Okay. Good. They're like me. Raise your hand. She said, kind of. Where are you from?
This school is from Palomara.
What? Palomara. Where is that?
It's near to Rome.
Near to Rome. Okay, cool. Raise your hands if you're from Palomara. They're like me. Oh, I love that. Raise your hands if you had breakfast this morning. Ooh, the rest of you. What happened? These two didn't have breakfast, that's why they're asleep. Good morning. Good morning, sunshine. Welcome. Okay. All right. Beautiful. So raise your hands if you're ready to get this party started. Yeah, the rest of you don't want to party. Raise your hands if you're ready to get this party started. Checking. Should be all of us. Great. So I would like to welcome to the stage the World Food Forum Youth Singer of the Year, Sarah Kurucic, and her drummer. Oh, the drummer's not here, but Sarah. It's good to see you. All right. See you guys soon.
Hola, ¿cómo están? Muy bien. ¿Cómo se sienten hoy? ¿Bien? Me da mucho gusto saludarles. Hi everyone, I'm Sarah Kurucic, Maya Cachiquel from Guatemala. ¿Quiénes conocen Guatemala? A ver, levante la mano, ¿quién conoce Guatemala? ¡A eso! ¡Muy bien! Por favor, cuando vengan, visítenme. Quiero compartirles, I want to share with you an invitation. Please reconnect to you again with the land. Por favor, reconectémonos con la tierra. Porque cuando reconectamos con la tierra, reconectamos con la agricultura, con la comida, con las semillas. Y las semillas mantienen los conocimientos de todos los pueblos. Todos estos días que he estado acá en el foro, he comido mucha pasta, deliciosa pasta. Y he pensado de dónde vienen todas esas semillas que hacen que la pasta esté en nuestros platos y quiénes la defienden. Así que defender nuestra comida, la agricultura de los pueblos, también es defender nuestra identidad y de dónde venimos. Quiero compartirles esta canción que es, a ver si me dan guitarra por allá, por favor, si va sonando. ¿Se escucha la guitarra afuera? ¿No? You listen the guitar outside? Yes? Super, muchas gracias. Freedom sprouts, germina libertad. Es memoria de siglos, cada semilla es un testimonio vivo como tu aliento. Que también habita en tu interior, fácilmente puede ser el eco de tu voz que guía a transmutar a la sanación. Sí, sí siembra, y sí, sí siembra, sí, sí siembra. خابك الشاخ رجال الرقاق رجال الكقاق رجال الثليف خوك أستخ خوك أستخ Come let us awaken from the heart of jungles and ancestral forests. Every seed carries a reason and song, reach beauty within the living one. Quiero caminar con vos, tengo los pies en la tierra ir silbando los cantos al bosque con vos germinar la libertad. Si siembra, sí, sí siembra, sí siembra, germina libertad. Sí siembra, sí siembra, siembra canto, amor, resistencia, siembra. Germina libertad. Arriba todas esas voces para ustedes. Muchas gracias, disfruten siempre. Gracias.
Wow, wow, wow. What an
Amazing.
incredible performance,
Gracias,
right?
Sarah.
Thank you so much, Sarah, the World for You Youth Singer of the Year. Give her a round of applause. Thank you so much, Sarah, for this amazing opening.
Nice.
Good morning, buongiorno a tutti e tutte. Excellencies, senior management, students, teacher. And friends in my assembly. Today, we're gonna hear from students, youth leaders about how we can build a fairer and more sustainable future together.
Nice. Amazing afterwards. This morning, we'll focus on the student voices. To start our session, let's into a lively and energetic room. Woo! Let's watch the video back here. Applause again, everyone! Woo! That was amazing. That's a good kick start as well. To open and let's open up. Good
Thanks for the women in the Work for Form Global Youth Action Initiatives, and I have the honor of leading Cultivated, our global year project that today in these assemblies actually just giving you a little hint of what we do over an entire year. Cultivated is structured around three main pillars. We have our discover phase, where our students here in the room have been provided with knowledge resources and skills that they need to transform agri-food systems. Here right now on our timeline, we are experiencing our design phase. In the design phase, the school assembly is one example on how students gather together to actually gain more knowledge, share their insight and comments with peers on how they are all developing around Italy. In the future, is targeting students of your age. Feeding to 8, 9 years, they were very provoked, or they're going to select what is their next career choice. And that's one to awareness. I really want to see more people here. Before I give the stage back to our amazing teams of moderators, and I give you the choice to interact with the rest of your friends and colleagues here in the room. Let me thank you again, the senior management, for being here, representing FAO, and of course, all your teachers, educators, and yourselves included, for creating platform like this one, where students and educators can actively contribute to the co-development of new resources and ideas to transform agri-food systems for a better food future. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Davide, for that inspiring and thoughtful and practical overview. We really appreciate it. So now we're going to get into a very special part of the program. We have our intergenerational panel, which I am most excited about. I'm going to be welcoming to the stage some of the FAO leadership. So I'm looking forward to that. If you're looking forward to that, give it a round of applause, please. Yay! Beautiful. So as you know, it cannot be easy for young people to be on the stage speaking in front of all of you. So I want you to support your friends and colleagues representing this. On stage, Beth Beckdahl, FAO Deputy Director General. Come on. I'm excited. I would also like to welcome onto the stage Karina Hawks, FAO Director for and the here. Yeah, it's so good to see you. And then Karina, I'm going to put a little bit of space between you and Beth because, you know, intergenerational. You get it. It's all the same generation. We are one. I'd also like to welcome David Laborde, FAO Director for Agri-Food Economics and Policy Division. Welcome up, David. Big fan of your ponytail. Amazing. And then our talented students who I hope know they're going to be speaking, or else it's going to be off. David, I'll have you at the second last chair if that's okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's making space at the table. So Julio, I'm going to have you beside Beth. She's amazing. You'll catch some of the magic right here. Perfect. And then Maria Giovanna Vitiello. I'll have you here. And then last but not least, He's like me. Mattia Nanu. Welcome, Mattia. Oh, you will sit here.
Okay, thank you.
And then I'll just have you come back up, David. Whew. This is going to be good. I'm excited. So, we're going to be having an intergenerational conversation. All of you are aware of this, right? Yes. Good. Not a surprise. Fantastic. With the senior leaders here and, of course, the students discussing how we can transform our agri-food systems, how we can work together, and how we can create a sustainable food future. I am aware that the students are actively working on projects already, and of course, FAO senior leaders, you stay busy. So I'm excited to hear from you all. Whew. Thank you everyone for being here, first and foremost. Are you nervous? A little bit nervous? Well, you're gonna be fine. He's like, no. Do this. Fantastic. So let's get started. Our young panelists have been exploring how agri-food systems affect their schools, families, and communities, and how their local actions connect to global goals. True or false? True? Good. So let me start with Julio, since you're the calmest, you know. Can you tell us about one of your school projects that best illustrates the challenges you've observed in your local agri-food system, so why it matters to you and your community?
Thank you for the question. And in my class, in my school, we've been working on a project called Fuel for the Future in sustainable habit. Of course, sustainable ones. We will. The project is divided into steps. The first steps goes from October to December, and we will start with organizing the garden. The school garden we're planning to make is to promote cultivating the fresh vegetables and fruits. Because we've noticed that in our local community, in our local area, the foods that we take are mainly foods, and it's difficult to access at least cheap fresh vegetables and fruits. So our solution to that is to at least start by our own school and to create a garden, a school garden.
Which school is this, sorry?
Aristotle.
Oh, okay, the usual.
Yes.
Fantastic. And you said you're starting this October.
Yeah, we would be, yes.
Amazing. Keep
and
going.
In this first part, we would organize everything, organize the garden, organize the funds, because we will have 3 different roles. The students will, of course, do the most part. We'll plant, we'll harvest the food, and we will also make reflections on what we have done throughout the year. Then the teachers, the educators, will of course guide us throughout the process. Then there are of course collaborators, which will fund us by donating seeds or plants for the garden. So the first step, as I said before, is to organize the plantation of the food. Then the second step that will take place between December to January is to plant it.
Okay.
Then between, I think, March and April, depends on how the food comes out, on how much time it takes for the food to come out, we will harvest it.
Amazing.
And then in the last step, we'll make a presentation within the students to analyze what we've done within in the year.
All the results.
Yes.
That's amazing. Congratulations. Clap it up, round of applause. I think your schoolmates are very proud of you and the work they're really excited for you, which is awesome.
I could have done better.
Yeah, no, you did an amazing job. Beth, these reflections show how students like Julio are actively working towards our agri-food transformation, even in their school community. From FAO's perspective, connect these local insights with global efforts, ensuring that young people and schools become active partners in shaping sustainable local agri-food systems?
Phew, that's a big question,
Big
but
one.
before I try to answer it, let's give one more round of applause. Great job. No. Fantastic.
Go, Julio.
Really, really good. The other thing I need to say is first, on behalf of three of us who are up here, thanks to all of you for giving us a reason to wear casual clothes on a Friday in this
T-shirt.
building.
I love
this
that.
is normally suits and and so I am very happy to be here with all of you. In a much more informal way. But I think, what I'm struck by is, first of all, the level of commitment and engagement that each and every one of you are bringing to these topics. Yesterday was World Food Day. It's the birthday of FAO. It's our 80th anniversary. And October 16th is the day that FAO was founded in 1945. And yesterday in this building, we had His Holiness Pope Leo XIV, who gave us a really strong message about being mindful that the people who are the most vulnerable are not just strangers to us. And why do I say that? It's because these big challenges of sustainability, of food loss and waste, of taking care of our planet, these are not problems that are happening somewhere else. See my point? We talk about these issues as if they are taking place in a very far off part of the world. But what you are here, the project that you are working on, that your colleagues, your fellow classmates are working on, these are things that you are beginning to change in your schools, in your own homes, and in your communities. And that is really, really important. Now, how does FAO maybe fit into some of this? I have a few ideas, and maybe there's some things you can actually follow up on as your project moves through. The first is, I think we need to build better connections between similar projects that you can hear in Rome and their student projects in other parts of the world. So back to FAO's job of connecting. How do you in touch with a similar student-led project in Kenya, in the Philippines, Peru? There is an opportunity through FAO's youth-led, youth innovation, I think we get this community of support. That's one. Second, my God, you should be using devices, all of you are at this stage, but use your voices, whether it's through your social media, whether it's sharing data, sharing pictures, building networks with the people that you've met here today. That kind of promotion is really important to what we need to do. And my last point is, I do think there's a place for FAO to work with you and to support you. So you're putting seeds into the garden, you're monitoring, watching how it grows. I oversee FAO's Plant Production and Protection Division.
Perfect.
So I have to and we see how it's going, we learn from each other, and we promote what your successes are on the other side. So lots of opportunity, and thanks for all the great work.
Thank you.
Amazing! So, Julio, do you see that you're not just here today, that they're committed to you and supporting you beyond today, which is amazing. How do you feel about that?
We are grateful for that.
Awesome. Thank you. All right. So we've heard about some of the challenges and the ways to collaborate, which of course is a solution. I want to focus a little bit more on that area right now. The students from Liceo Científico Statale Nobel, did I say it correctly? Oh, good, thank God, have been taking action to transform their food environments through creativity and collaboration. We are here with Maria Giovanna. Maria, could you share one initiative or campaign your group developed to promote more sustainable food practices and what impact you've seen among your peers or community? First of all, has there been an impact?
At the moment, however, I think that in the future, the situation will improve for sure.
Fantastic.
So, well, first of all, as far as youth is concerned, we believe that new ideas and ways of spreading them are about to bloom. Regarding this matter, we have recently developed a project that we would like to propose to our school, which is the collaboration between local farmers and our institute in order to make use of the one thing lacking, which is a school cafeteria or vending machines. However, we realized that they might worsen students' health. That's why we came to the conclusion that perhaps they could apple tree or these health trees and orange trees, you could ask, simply because they grow roughly all year round. This way, they will be always or almost always available. Undoubtedly, or you'll use to soil. This way, nothing will be thrown away. There will be zero waste. Furthermore, we students could also turn into influencers and take part in this. In fact, our school has 3 courses: linguistics, scientific, and applied sciences. If we all cooperated, if we all merged together, we could be able to create a site or profiles on all available social media. They will not only provide information to young Italians, but also to people all around the world. For instance, through us, people be able to exchange ways to be more sustainable that are common only in a certain region of the world, on the other side of the world even. This might seem like a big project to carry on. However, thanks to our willpower and our will to improve, I'm sure that we will be able to accomplish what we have in mind. Thank you.
Oh, man. Just give her a round of applause. First of all, Maria, are you sure you're in high school? Because are you sure you're in high school right now, or have you graduated like 10 years ago?
We are developing the project. We don't know when we'll have the results of this.
It's just you've thought this through so much and so well. I'm like incredibly impressed and proud of you. And I really hope it comes to fruition. So we're going to hear a little bit from Karina now, who also looks impressed. These young change makers remind us that transformation often begins from the ground up. It begins from a dream, right? How can FAO and its partners create enabling spaces and mechanisms for youth-driven solutions, ensuring they are recognized, supported, and scaled into sustainable change?
Thanks very much for the question, and thanks very much. That was so impressive, really very impressive, so articulately put. Now, I want to focus on this last part of your question about scale and sustained change. In other words, how can what you are doing, which is just fantastic, have an even bigger impact beyond the school gate? And how can it be sustained over a long period of time? Because that's what we need. We need to have interventions, changes, initiatives that have impact at a large scale and that last. Because that's really going to mean that the work that you are doing isn't just going to help you in your space, which is really important, but also have this bigger change. And that's what our vision is for agri-food systems transformation. It's really changing the way that agri-food systems function, how they work, so that we can have the 4 betters. We can have better production, better nutrition, better environment, and better life. All of these different outcomes. And what I love about your solution, such a great idea, because it can deliver that. Like you said, it can help the nutrition of students. It can help the farmers who are producing the crops. It can make you feel closer to the food that you're eating, which is good for your mentality, good for your mental health, and just a feeling of good social connection. And then, of course, it helps the environment because you've got that circularity piece in there. So this is just a great example of the 4 betters. So can we give a round of applause for such a good 4 betters project? That's what we like to see. This is what we like to see. But look, how can that then expand out? And as Beth just mentioned, there's a lot of things that are going on in agri-food systems right now. There's a lot of problems, but really we want to focus on the opportunity. We want to focus on all of those fantastic things that are going on. So the question is, what else is going on near your school and other that could connect with it? Are there other markets, for example, that might want to eat the apples and the oranges? Because that means that you begin to build a sustainable business. That's really what begins to then build this longer lasting change. And then other ways, like others that could use the compost. So you need to start to think about the kind of other connections that you can make. And that's what we call at FAO a systems approach, is trying to make the connections. And one of the things that FAO can help with that is build capacity amongst you guys and help you guys who are already thinking in systems, that's very clear from what you said, really help you see what all of these different connections are between the work that you're doing and the other issues in the system. Unfortunately, over the years, we've seen that if you take actions in food systems and don't think about the consequences, like if you produce more food but don't think about the impact on the environment, so if you don't think about all of the issues, sometimes you end up having some negative impacts elsewhere in the system. So it's really important to understand those interconnections. So what we can do at FAO is help understand all of those different connections in the system. And you know what I would like to see is you guys help us with that, because you know what's a really good tool for that? Digital and AI. Like, it's hard for humans to see all these connections, but we've got really exciting tools now that you guys use much of AI. Can we help you and your generation? Thank you very much.
Beautiful. Woo. Macarena, Maria. Power duo right here. I hope you both work together to create something sustainable and impactful. All right, finally. He's like, oh no, it's me. We explore how these local youth initiatives link to FAO's broader mission. Students from IIS Da Vinci have reflected on how their projects align with FAO's vision of the 4 betters, right? The better production, better nutrition, better environment. And what's the last one? Do you guys remember? No? They're like, what? A better life is the last one. You remembered that. Thank you. And also how Cultivated is strongly supporting their job. So I want to hear from you, Mattia, on all of this.
Hi, everyone. And thank you, Rachel, for this question, and also thank you else for having us here. I'm Mattia Nano from the Istituto Tecnico Agrario Superiore Leonardo da Vinci. And I would like to cover it by explaining how even something as simple as a carrot can actually reveal the power of innovation and technologies in modern agriculture, and how it directly connects to the FAO's vision of better production. So our school is actually located in one of the most renowned in Europe carrot growing regions, which is known for its excellent produce for more than 70 years. Yet in recent times, the procedures in carrot farming have actually evolved dramatically thanks to new technologies. Indeed, farmers are now embracing precision agriculture with the help of machines that, thanks to GPS and sensor, that can plant seeds exactly in the right spot, and smart harvester that can actually pick only the right carrots. They help farmers to actually improve the efficiency of the work, reducing waste and making the work faster. So this innovation not only helps the farmers, but they also make agriculture more sustainable, thanks to actually data analysis system that can improve and optimize the use of water and reduce the application of fertilizer and protect the soil. So ensuring that agriculture actually remains viable for generations to come. So this approach actually perfectly illustrates what the FAO means by better production, which is producing more, better, and doing so responsibly. So it's about creating agriculture that's actually intelligent, efficient, and that protects the soil, while at the same time actually opening new opportunities in new fields for young people, such as technology, sustainability, and data analysis. So actually in this example, even the humble carrot can actually become a symbol of how tradition and innovation can come together, telling us that even the simplest thing can actually spark significant changes. And so agriculture is actually dependent on people that are willing to do those changes, making a better and more efficient world. So maybe perhaps people like us. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Marcia. Woo! I like how proud David looks over there. David, you look so proud of him. It's incredible. We just heard how young people are already embodying FAO's for betters through local action. How can the FAO better integrate these youth-driven initiatives, turning them into evidence and examples that inform and inspire global strategies?
So, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I think that we are starting to inspire people. Yes, I'm very proud. I mean,
yes,
one day we'll have the same ponytail than me.
I was about to say ponytail twins.
Yes. And now, but we already have a kind of already perfect example of the for better that we were talking about. You know, you work on better production, so you try to solve a very concrete problem, and I will come back to that. But you know, you want to make your production more efficient, and that you will use less natural resources, and you will make more money, because if people work is to make money, okay? So that's important. But then you are going to produce better food that will contribute to better nutrition, because you are going to potentially less damage the soil. You are going to improve the environment, and at the end we generate better life, and that's why the money is important. I'm an economist, okay, so I like prices and money. But I don't work at FAO for money, so I mean, if you want to make money, don't come here. So, but what we do is actually connecting people. I think Corina was referring to it. Finding innovation, finding solution, and that's the most important thing. The solution have to work, and you need a concrete example. There is nothing more powerful than an idea, but an idea that you demonstrate is what will change the world. You know, an idea is like a seed, and that's what we do here. You know, we have people working on soil, we have people working on seed, we have people working on knowledge, and that's part of the story, you know. You take a fact, you take a data, you take an experience. With analysis, we are going to make it an evidence. It's no more an example. That's a piece of knowledge. And with that, we are going to inform people that will make decisions. And then you move to actions. So that's how we produce things, you know. Like you produce food, you produce knowledge, and that's part of what we do at FAO. And we bring it to other parts in the world. Because as our chief economist was saying, you know, we are interconnected. You want it or not, we share problems. What we are talking about here is sharing solution, okay? And we need thinkers, and we need doers, and we need to have them in one place, and we connect them. And so this example here, you know, doing the same thing in Africa, doing the same thing in Asia, and bringing you there to connect. The best way to convince a minister is to bring another minister. The best way to convince a farmer is to bring another farmer. I think the best way to convince a young people is to bring another young people that share the same aspiration, the same challenge, the same anxieties. Because let's be honest, we are in a world where there's a bit of anxieties, okay? So that's what we do, and we have a lot of global initiatives. I mean, just here with the World Food Forum, with the New Youth Initiative, it's an example, but we'll do it also when it's about sharing technology, sharing investment, and I hope that you will have time to look around and to see all of this.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, David. Yay! So, we're at the end of our panel. What we've heard today is a powerful representation of how our youth are building local change. So thank you to our youth. Give yourselves a round of applause. Woo, 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 woo. Congratulations on your hard work. I love that you all are not waiting for change, waiting for other generations to fix your problems. You are stepping up and you are doing the work it takes to get it done yourself. I also love that FAO and the leadership is committed to supporting your dreams and your goals and making sure that they happen and that the change is sustainable. So thank you all for your hard work and your commitment. So now it's time to say goodbye. I know. David, don't cry, okay? So thank you so much. I think we need to shift this slightly. Let me shift this so that you can squeeze backwards. Woo! Thank you. All right, everyone. Thank you so much to you, Mattia. You were great. David, you were amazing. Karina, amazing. Maria, fantastic. Julio and Beth, incredible job. Woo! All right, now I want to call back to the stage my co-moderators, Alessia and Riska. Can you come on? Wow, Riska, that was very fast.
Yes.
It was like immediate.
I shall run.
I know what I'm
Because
saying.
Students and powerful,
See, but
right?
I'm Jamaican, so we run. You know what I'm saying?
Indonesian run as well.
You do?
The dog.
Not fantastic. Welcome back, you two.
Thank you, Rachel.
What did you think about the panel?
That was inspiring, amazing. I was student 4 years ago, then I feel inspired, and also the passion, the strength, and also, you know, the dreams in achieving agri-food system transformation I had.
Wow. What was really cool to me is that they're so young, but so professional and capable and actually doing things.
Yeah. And I do believe as well that student is successor of agri-food system transformation as the hero. So probably we are able to ask to them whether there will be a hero or not right now. So everyone here, would you be a hero for agri-food system transformation?
I think
Raise
they
your
would.
hand. No?
I think they're some of them didn't have breakfast this morning, Riska. It's okay, we're gonna feed you shortly. All right, everyone.
Raising your hand.
Yes, right. The one person, Riska. It's okay. They're a little tired. So I'm gonna hand over to you two.
Yeah.
I think you have it from here, right?
Yeah.
So I will be seeing you shortly.
Thank you so much.
You're
Thank you so much, Rachel.
And thank you again to all the panelists and the students. Well, next we're going to hear 4 short presentations, each focused on one of the 4 better. Better production, better nutrition, better environment, and better life. After each presentation, we'll ask the whole assembly a quick question, and your team captains will record the responses. This morning, you received 2 different cards, one green and one red. On the back of one of your cards, you'll find a better indicated, and the better correspond to your team. Okay, let's check if everyone has found their team. So, better production team, please raise your hands. Where's the better production team?
Just two?
No, impossible.
Better production?
Better production team.
Raise your hand.
Raise your hands,
Raise your
please.
hand.
Don't be
Okay.
shy.
Nice.
Okay.
All right. I see many people.
Now we can see you. Okay.
Production. Okay, nice.
Nice.
I'd like to continue with better nutrition team. Raise your hand.
Where's the better nutrition team?
Nutrition. No, okay.
Okay,
fine.
this is going very well. Okay, and now where are the better environment people? Better environment. Over there.
Blue people.
All around.
All
Okay. Okay.
Okay, amazing. Last but not least, better life team. Raise your hand.
Better life. Here you go. Yeah. Amazing. Okay. Okay. Now, each team is also an assigned team captain. Please, team captains, raise your hands. One over there, 2, 3, 4. Hi, team captains. Great.
Amazing.
Now, each school team captain will record their group's answer during the quiz. Each question will have 2 possible answers, A or B. And teams will vote using their 2 color cards. When prompted on the screen, please raise the cards that are gonna match your chosen answer.
Thank
Easy,
you,
right?
Alicia. Yeah, for the explanation. Hopefully, you guys are understand with the explanation. And now for better production, please welcome Tiffany Marcel to the stage.
Welcome, Tiffany.
Welcome, Tiffany Marcel. Nice. The stage is yours. Good luck.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. And so the first thing I'm going to start by doing is asking the question to the Better Production team. So the question is, which principle aligns most with the goal of better production? And the answer can either be A, which is supporting agroecological practices, digital innovations, and sustainable value chains. Or the answer can be B, increasing international trade volume regardless of local food systems resilience. So we won't answer the question yet. I'll give a little speech, and based on the speech, we can see if we get the answer. So it was very inspiring, the intergenerational panel discussion that we had here. And a lot of the information that I'm going to discuss has already been mentioned. So I know you already know the answer to the question. So my name is Tiffany Marcel, and I am from the Caribbean. I'm a farmer there, but I'm also part of the World Food Forum Youth Policy Board. Now, better production, when we hear production, we think, well, this sounds like more food. But it's not just about more food. It's about producing more food in a way that's better for our community, better for our farmers, and then better for our environment. So I want to play a little game. I know you all have been a little less engaged this morning. I just want to make sure you're still awake and you're paying attention. Can I hear you scream, better? Can I hear you scream, not better? Okay, so we're going to play a little game. So I'm going to give a scenario, and based on the scenario, you're going to scream if it's better production by screaming better, or if it's not better production by screaming not better. So if I have students who are very engaged in creating a sustainable garden in their school and using the food that they grow in the garden to produce food for them to eat in school, is that better or not better? If I import all my food from another country and I don't produce any food in the country of which I'm from, is that better or not better? Okay, let's try one more. If a farmer practices sustainable farming and they input innovations and sustainable technologies to ensure that they grow food that's very healthy, is that better or not better? That was really good. And so, because we were able to answer all the questions accurately, I'm going to give you a bit of a hint to the question. Better production is about creating an environment where we produce food that's good for nature, that incorporates innovations, and is also good for our communities. So, one last interactive thing that I would like us to do. Anybody here who is interested in producing better food and saving our planet, I would like you to stand and raise your hand. Stand and raise your hands if you're interested in creating a better planet where you produce good food. Oh, we're just not going to stand. We're just not. Okay, that's fine. We can remain seated with our hands up. But everybody who has their hands up, what I want you to know is that whether you're interested in being a farmer or you're interested in being a lawyer, somebody that puts policies in place that creates better production, or you're interested in being an engineer, somebody that creates innovative technologies to ensure that we produce better food, you are the heart of better production. You are the best thing that the earth has produced thus far, and you will save us and ensure that better production is ensured here, not only at FAO, not only in Italy, but across the world.
Amazing, Tiffany, that's super wonderful. I'm coming from the farmer family as well, and I decided to be a forester, so I feel inspired by your statement. We are family. Thank you so much. That was inspiring. I'd like to know here from students in the audience right now. Tiffany, please welcome Flaminia Carletti from Istituto Tecnico Agrario Leonardo da Vinci. Woo, please stand up. Nice, there. All right. Flaminia, we would love to hear your statement. Please, go ahead.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Flaminia Carletti from Fiumicino, near Rome, and I study at the Istituto Tecnico Agrario Leonardo da Vinci. I like to share a reflection on how young people like us can shape the future of the agriculture, a future where even something as simple as a carrot can mean innovation, creativity, and sustainability. As we heard, our school is close to one of Europe's most famous carrot production areas. And the new technologies used, they are not just tools, they reflect a new mindset. For us, these transformations means opportunity to learn from the expert and to create new ideas for a better food future. Exactly what cultivated is supporting us with. The carrot, then, becomes more than a crop. It becomes a lesson in possibility, showing that even the simple things can inspire change. On behalf of young voices in my school, thank you for the listening.
Thank you so much, Flaminia, and a heartfelt thank you to the students from Istituto Tecnico Agrario Leonardo da Vinci. Your words so inspiring, and that was super amazing.
Thank you so much, guys.
And then, now let's check the question and see your answer.
So before we look at the answer, I would just like to say you did a really good job, Flaminia. And I'm so proud of all the young people who are in here because you're coming up and you're presenting in a language that's not even your first language, and you're doing a really great job. So a round of applause for yourself. Another round of applause.
All right.
Okay, so I'll ask the question again. Yeah. Which principle aligns most with the goal of better production? So you're gonna raise the red if it's supporting agroecological practices, digital innovations, and sustainable value chains, or you're gonna raise the green if it's increasing international trade volume regardless of local food systems resilience.
All right.
Better production team?
Sorry, I'd like to call one by one, all right?
Yeah.
So the first one from Better Production team.
Raise your cards.
Answer, raise your card.
And tip captains, we're gonna show the final vote.
All right, I see many red there.
Yeah.
And few greens.
You red.
All right.
Captain.
Team captain, please decide. All right. I see red there, okay. I lock the answer, the red one from the Better Production team.
Better Nutrition team now. Raise your cards.
Ooh.
Okay. I see a lot of red here again.
Yeah,
Final
red.
vote for Better Nutrition. It's red again.
Okay, right now, Better Environment. Raise your cards. Red.
Okay.
No red, green. Just red or green. Okay, red. Okay, I lock the answer,
Red.
red.
Again. Last but not least, Better Life. Where are you
Better
guys?
Life.
Raise your cards. Yes.
Ooh, okay.
Get a lot of reds.
Okay.
Final
Red.
vote, red. Okay.
All the teams are red. Answer.
All the teams are red and all the teams are correct.
Good job, guys.
Essentially, when we're looking at better production, we're looking at supporting agroecological practices by ensuring that we're encompassing the environment and agriculture together. And of course, digital innovations like we've heard from your schools, and including sustainable value change as well. We want to ensure that everything that's done within the better production is done in a sustainable way. So thank you all.
Thank you so much, Tiffany.
Thank you.
Round of applause to Tiffany, everyone. That's first amazing session.
Amazing. Let's move on. Next up is Better Nutrition. Please welcome on stage Chiara Cresta. Woo!
Woo!
Chiara, the floor is yours.
Please welcome to the stage.
Hi everyone. Ciao ragazzi, ciao ragazze. So I'm Chiara Cresta and I represent today Better Nutrition team of the Young Scientist Group. I'm gonna ask also one question for you. Yes. So Better Nutrition considers cultural food preferences and local food systems when promoting healthy diets. True or false? So I'm gonna give you a moment to think about the answer. And in the meantime, I'm also gonna say something about nutrition. So I'm gonna maybe give you an exercise to do, not today, whenever you want, but take a day, and in that day, every time you choose to buy or to eat something, take a moment and think, why am I eating this? Why am I choosing this? You might find several reasons. It might be that, I don't know, one day you have limited budget if you buy food or whoever buys food for you. So you buy and eat the cheapest food options that you find at the supermarket. Maybe you consume the foods that you find available at the closest supermarket to your home. Maybe that day is Sunday, and I'm sure for lunch you'll have pasta, because Sunday calls family, calls traditions, and in Italy we have pasta for lunch. Where I grew up in Marche, it's tradition to have cappelletti in brodo, for example. And no matter what I wanted, my parents would always make cappelletti in brodo for me. Then I became vegetarian, and my mom had an existential crisis because she didn't know what to cook for me on Sunday's lunch. But maybe one day you just eat what you eat because that's what you like. You want something that makes you feel good, something that makes you feel happy. So all of this to say that when there are so many factors that shape diets. And all these factors don't affect our diet equally. We don't all have the same budget. We don't all have the same access to food. And we don't have access to all the foods available in the world. And we don't all like the same foods. So for these reasons, there's no one single universal healthy diet. Of course, there are some core principles of what a healthy diet should look like, and I recommend you to look into that, to look into these principles. But like you will not find a set list of foods that everyone in the world should consume. For example, if tomorrow FAO says a healthy diet must include cassava, taro, yam, how many of you knows these foods? Don't make me wrong, like they're delicious, but they're not really part of the Italian tradition. They're not really part of our diets, of the Mediterranean diets. So I'm pretty sure that by now you have the answer to the question. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Chiara. Your words were truly inspiring. Now we're going to hear again from students in the audience. Please join me in welcome Brenda Guerriero from Liceo Scientifico Aristotele. Please.
Please. All right.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone, in person and online. My name is Brenda Guerriero, and I'm a third-year student from Liceo Aristotele in Rome, in the Lazio region of Italy. I'm honored to represent my school for Cultivated, and I would like to present our project titled Food for the Future, Growing Healthy Habits. This project dedicates a particular focus to better nutrition programs, especially the priority area of reducing food loss and waste. Let me share a key message today. Reducing food waste is one of the most powerful steps young people can take to build just and more sustainable food systems. In my school, we noticed that a large amount of perfectly edible food is thrown away every single day. This isn't just a local issue, it reflects a global contradiction. While food is wasted, millions of people still go hungry. So at Liceo Aristotele, we launched a student-led monitoring campaign that tracks uneaten food from our school's canteen, analyzes patterns, and reflects and propose a change while supporting directly SDG 2 and SDG 12.
Our studies community hope to inspire other schools to reflect on their practices and join us in building a better food future for all. Thank you for listening.
Exactly, that's how we felt. Thank you so much, Brenda, and a huge thank you to all the students from Liceo Scientifico Aristotele. Another round of applause.
And right now, we would like to change the methodology of the voting, so everyone shall raise the card, then the captain leader can decide which color the preferable of the
Time
team.
to vote again.
All right.
Everybody can vote right now. Please raise their cards.
Everyone,
Every
raise your
team.
card. Which is your answer? Red or green or no? Just two.
A lot of
All
red.
right. Everyone has voted. Then you are able to lower down your head.
Pretty sure that here again they
Okay.
vote. Final vote are red.
Nice.
Okay.
The captain of better production, which color?
Red.
Red? Okay,
Better
nice.
nutrition, red again.
Better environment, red.
And better life, red again.
Okay, so let's see the answer.
So, the correct answer is true. Better nutrition consider cultural food preferences and local food systems for promoting healthy diets.
Nice.
We cannot talk about healthy diets if we don't talk about affordability, accessibility, but also preferences, context, and culture.
Nice.
Thank you so much, Chiara. Thank you again.
All right. Now, everyone, let's move into better environment and our third presentation focusing on it. Please join me in welcoming Mariam Azam, a youth representative from the Agri-Food Leadership Education Program. Mariam,
welcome on stage.
Woo! Please welcome, Mariam.
Good afternoon. I want to start by asking a question. Okay, which of these strategies best reflects the goals of better environment? 1, expanding irrigation infrastructure without considering water security. And B, encouraging regenerative agriculture, circular economy approaches, and sustainable resource management. I'll give you time to think about this. But in the meantime, as you think, let us reflect about what a better environment stands for. A better environment is the fundamental of agriculture and agri-food systems. From providing us with food, water, clean water, raw materials, and minerals. But there are pressures that threaten this environment, from deforestation, increased population growth, land degradation, but also agriculture itself. Poor agricultural practices like monoculture, increased pesticide use and misuse threaten this better environment that we live in, that we thrive on every day. So what should we do about this? When there are threats that are posing our environment at risk, should we just sit and keep quiet and leave it to be like that? Or should we act? In our work, we focus on improving biodiversity, conserving biodiversity. I come from the Pearl of Africa, one of the most biodiverse countries in the world. Promoting biodiversity through conserving genetic resources that are resilient to the environment, that are resilient to climate threats like drought, and are resilient to weather changes in the environment. It is essential to protect. You may be thinking, what do we benefit when we promote a better environment? Promoting a better environment is not just about conservation. It is about building resilience for communities. It is about ensuring that communities are able to thrive, not just now, but also for the future. A better environment is not just about choosing one aspect over the other. A better environment is creating a balance between all. We cannot choose between forestry and and increased yield. Or we cannot choose just between clean water and better, or rather maybe having clean water also. A better environment is creating a between all the Eastern strategy promotes
That was super amazing, Miriam Nakiarawa. And we'd like to hear from students in the audience again. Please welcome Silvia Bonuos from Istituto Agrario Arturo Prever. Please stand up. Woo! Where is she? All right, okay, please go ahead.
Good morning. My name is Sylvie Bunus, and I'm a fourth-year student at the Agrarian Technical Institute a Prever in Pinerolo at the Osasco campus in the Piedmont region. I am honored to represent my school for Cultivated and share with you more about how my school is working towards a better environment. At Institute Prever, helping total society road. The sanitary products in agriculture is the first step towards a cleaner planet, healthier food, and sustainable future. Our project aligns with the Sustainable Development Goals to help build sustainable consumption and production models and protect terrestrial ecosystems. In my communities, we witness the improper use of pesticides in agriculture, which pollute the air and water. At my school, we are aware of this and therefore study, learn, and disseminate integrated pest management strategies to help farmers improve the environment. At the Agrarian Institute Prever, we have particular benefit from masterclass on land and water and biodiversity. We aim to create many educational and outreach materials and establish organic gardens in schools in our territory and in our own school. Cultivated is a model of economic and social sustainability which involves students, teachers,
And a heartfelt thank you to the students from Istituto Agrario Arturo Prever. Your contribution is truly inspiring. And now let's again the question and see the answer.
Okay, we had our question in the beginning, so let us get back to it. Which strategy best reflects the goal of better environment? Is it red, expanding irrigation infrastructure without considering water security, water scarcity, or B, encouraging regenerative agriculture, circular economy approaches, and sustainable resource management?
Nice, thank you, Miriam, and
Thank
raise
you.
your
Time to
card. All right.
Okay.
Their part, nice.
Now
and we see green.
the answer is
The answer is indeed
guess it's
green.
green.
So what is the correct answer, Miriam?
Okay, let us go to the correct answer, and it is indeed B, encouraging regenerative agriculture.
Let's give you a round of applause.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Miriam Nakiawa, and you may back to the seat. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Our final better presentation is Better Life. Please join me, welcome on stage Yu Yao Song. Yu Yao, the floor is yours. Welcome.
Welcome.
Hello everyone, my name is Songyue Yao, youth representative from World Food Forum China. It's very honored and glad to be here with all of you. Before I start, please decide true or false on this statement. Poverty invests in access to resources, services, and opportunities. Is true or false, and I will ask in the end again. So, what's the better life? I thought about it several times. Moving from China Europe, the current generations was primarily about moving from scarcity to security. In areas in note and a bit has shifted towards higher in line with SDG 12 and 30. The global pursuit of a better life stems from a massive demand for industrial and agricultural products. Contributing to change the same pressure. No one can achieve a better life alone. So we must collaboration, focus on the green transition. This is not about one side to teach another side. This must to co-creating solutions. It means good cooperation and then also the developing world. It means investing together in renewable agriculture and sustainability. It's about wisdom together. So let us, the youth, bring this bridge so let the better life become a rightful inheritance for everyone. Thank you.
So much. We're gonna hear from Liceo Scientifico delle Scienze Umane San Cantone. Woo! Woo!
Good morning, everyone. My name is Valerio Matano, and I'm a fourth-year student at Liceo Scientifico delle Scienze Umane Salvatore Cantone in Pomigliano d'Arco, Campania. I'm honored to represent my school and our project that is named Building Inclusive Opportunities, Better Life for All. Today, I would like to touch upon a crucial message that resonates deeply in my school community. Every area, some students and families face difficulties accessing the resort, engage extracurricular and other activities. As students, we believe them and no one should be left behind because of their background or situation. Aligning with SDG 1, SDG 5 and SDG 10 and acting locally, we aim to create a more inclusive and resilient community that places young people like ourselves at the heart of this transformation. We would like to raise awareness and support each other in becoming responsible global citizens by organizing campaign. Everyone, on behalf of my school, thank you for listening.
School community from Liceo Scientifico delle Scienze Umane San Cantone. You're amazing guys. Now, it's time again for the question and see your answers.
So our correct answer is true. So above the poverty line only gives them a seat at the table. It doesn't guarantee the same menu. Better life has moved level system core resources, services, and opportunities. So once everyone is fed, they can also run.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. You may back to the seat, and I do that the answer well. Right? Okay, nice. And now, before we move into the closings of today's session, let's watch a short video featuring our cultivated students, their hopes, and what they want decision makers to hear. Let's watch the screen.
Please enjoy the video.
My name is Domenico.
And Mattia.
Hi, I am Sofia.
Valeria.
My name is Martina.
Hi, I'm Enrico.
My name is Alessia. I'm Gloria. We attended the Agrarian Institute Prever in Osasco.
My school is a liceo at Tinoppel in Torino.
In my community, I would like to see the reduction of food waste.
One change I would like to see in my school is stop the waste of water.
In my opinion, our school should create a vegetable garden in order to produce sustainable food.
To strengthen an organization in developing policies that take into account the needs of small-scale farmers.
We young people try this possible.
I think I will participate in school activities that promote sustainable recycling or gardening.
What a beautiful video. Actually, seeing this picture is really inspiring. Correct on what we just, please welcome on stage George Yasuhiro Harrison Yamada. George Harrison, please, is a youth leader, writer, and actor whose work connects environmental awareness with creativity and action. In its under 15 list for his contribution to environmental education at the age of 9, George has since become one of the most visible voices in Japan's build movement. He worked by Kadokawa, which introduces the importance of everyday choices and climate action through stories accessible both to book is available in school and libraries and is available digitally, with a Chinese version in preparation. His activities and perspective have been featured in Cahoots.
Football fan, and in fact that was 3 years ago. When I was younger, I believed that protecting the environment was something that only adults, big companies, or the government could do, but I soon realized that small actions from young people like me could also make a big difference. I started off by writing a book about the environment to share what I had learned with other children. Through this, I want to change begin awareness, and awareness begins with stories. I saw just this one idea spread throughout my country and places all over. Later, I had the chance to speak and attend this assembly in 2022. I learned more about food waste and how reducing it could not only fight the environment, but also feed those who are hungry. I realized that food connects us all across countries, cultures, and generations. I also learned that protecting the nature is not only about sacrifice, it can also be creative and fun. And recently, I tried another action. I sent a green letter to my local government. I suggested new food tech ideas which were actually adopted by most. This also, I learned that change can spread further than we expect. So I would like to invite all of you here today. Why not write your own green letter? Take what you learned today and send it to your local government, your school, or even your community. On it can also hear amazing ideas, what you wrote, what you hope others will try, or even what changes your letters created. And the WFF Youth Initiative and the Cultivated program will recognize some of the most inspiring green letters by highlighting them across their platforms. Together, we can collect hundreds of green letters from around the world, and next year, we can show how young people's voices are already changing our planet. For me, success is not about doing everything perfectly. It's about inspiring others. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That young voices is echoing, right?
So good. Also, he's so young and he's done so much.
That's true.
Amazing. Congratulations, George. And thank you for being here. Before we leave the stage to the World Food Forum Youth Education team, I have to thank you for being present, for participating. Thank you, students. Thank you, teachers. Thank you to the team. Thank you, speakers. Thank you for teaching us. Thank you for contributing your ideas and your energy this morning. We are so inspired by everything you've achieved so far and everything you will do next.
Well said, Rachel. Thank you to everyone. again for listening, speaking up, and taking action. Remember, change is built in classrooms, on farms, in kitchen, but especially a table where young leaders are heard.
This is a bold message. We encourage you to keep the conversation going when you return to school. Talk to your team, record your actions, and stay connected with us and with your local partners.
Wonderful. Now, so you guys are ready to go, right? They're like, no, we want to stay all day. That's fine. I want to hand over service about the post-assembly logistics. Thank you, Kay.
Everyone, it's been such a great morning. I hope you all enjoyed. Okay? I hope you get some good knowledge. But ask everyone, be seated. Okay? Stay at your places, please. Each captain, okay, who will go with you and guide you through all the stations that we're gonna have. We're gonna have a discovery tour through the FAO. Okay, so stay close to your group and don't get lost, okay, because FAO is super big. Enjoy the experience, be curious, and let's start the tour, okay? I will be on each group. You have to go, okay? So first group will be... Okay, who's gonna be the first one? It's gonna be Gramsci School, okay? With Yuhan. Where's Yuhan? Please.
Go Gramsci!
Okay. Okay, she's here. So please, stand up, Gramsci School. Stand up and follow this door. Yuhan will meet you over there. Okay, second school is Ita Sereni, Group 1, with Michele Zanini, Ariana, Mariangela, and Daniele. Will be with Shasha Yu and Georgia. Please, here. Here.
Right.
Okay. Stay seated, everyone who is not called. We have to wait a bit to leave the floor.
Dun, 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 dun. Bye.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so next group is gonna be from this door, okay? So we have a queue. So next room is Liceo Statale Cantone. With Virginia Maione, okay? This one. Luca Cazzato and Marika, okay?
Right there.
You following this group, guys, and you're going through the door on the right.
Right. On
right, you're left.
Okay, so next. Itereni Group Dimiro with Alaptagin and Lorenzo Astor. You're going to here. Door to the left.
Left.
Right from your side.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Joe.
Okay.